I'm Mark Montgomery, and this week in the Arts and Culture Spotlight, we hear about an absolutely fabulous arts, architecture, and design magazine called Arabella, which is actually much more of a huge book, and it's really a work of art all unto itself. It's called Arabella, the Canadian Art, Architecture, and Design magazine. They're also currently sponsoring a major Canadian landscape painting contest. I spoke with Deborah Usher, Arabella President and Editor-in-Chief, from their office in Queenston Heights, Ontario. And here she is talking about the philosophy of the magazine.
Well, Arabella's mission statement really starts with a dream. Our mission is to produce the most exquisite Canadian art, architecture, and design magazine, edited for those with a passion for transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary. We wanted to provide readers with an in-depth look at everything that was beautiful in Canada. Arabella means beautiful earth, and so we wanted everything that was beautiful on the Canadian soil, all the great artists, the great artisans, and the architects, and to put them in a magazine that was almost like a book, because we're 404 pages, so we wanted to have almost 300 pages of editorial so people could really look at a sumptuous reading journey.
Why did you decide to do this? Is this also not a bit risky these days to have a magazine in the world of electronica?
Well, we're also on the iPad, and you can download us on the computer, and we look absolutely beautiful if you download us. So we did go that route. One of the things we discovered is people really like to go on a journey. And so with the magazine, we're providing them a journey where they can go into some of the best galleries and the most beautiful houses, but they don't have to leave their home. They can curl up with a glass of wine, a cup of tea, a cappuccino. And we really found that it didn't matter if the reader was 17 or 18 or 90. They really still liked a hard copy. And the people who download our magazine on the iPad are the next people that order the hard copy. So there really is a place for the written word and beautiful pictures.
Tell me about the landscape contest. What were you trying to achieve there? What do you hope to achieve there?
Well, other than it was one of those another It Starts with a Dream ideas, we decided that after 5 years of producing the magazine, my partner and I thought we need to show the world and show Canada all the great contemporary Canadian landscapes. When you live in Ontario, you always hear about the Group of Seven, and the Group of Seven are fabulous painters with fabulous prices. But there are, in Canada, some of the most fantastic landscape painters around the world. So we thought we would have a contest that really was the story of Canada, as reflected in the brushstrokes, palette knives, and the hands of the best living artists in Canada. And we wanted the images to inspire Canadians, and it's really a snapshot of this time and this country in all its beauty as seen by the eyes of the masters who capture it every day on their canvases.
And you're offering some extremely lucrative prizes here. Tell me about the prizes. Well,
the first prize is $25,000, and then we have a series of second, third, which has $5,000 each. We have a series where it's viewer's choice because we're also doing this on social media, so we're going to ask the Canadian public to vote on their favorites. We will also be putting them in the magazine as artists to collect, and in our magazine, when we do a story on artists to collect, we usually do about 10 pages on them, so it's a great marketing opportunity. We're going to put most of the people who enter, as much as we can, in a book called Great Canadian Landscapes, and we're going to take that all over the world, as well as we're going to try and take some of the paintings all over the world. We've been asked to take it to Norway, to take it to England. So I think at the end, this will be really a reflection of a contemporary Group of Seven. I mean, we'll be a group of about 175 paintings, but we'll really show where Canada's evolved to and how beautiful the painting and the artists are.
And who can enter, and how can one enter, and what is the deadline? What are the requirements, for example?
Anybody who's an artist who's using paint and is painting on something that could be moved. Like, we can't have something that's 20 feet by 20 feet because we wouldn't be able to move it if we took it to a show. And the people can enter, if they're American, they just have to paint Canadian landscapes. It has to be about Canada and how beautiful Canada is. And so really anybody who thinks that they can portray how beautiful the country is in a certain area, they can enter.
And when's the deadline?
January 1st.
Next year?
Yeah. We were going to have the deadline as of October, but we realized that we were then not allowing artists to paint some of the best times and scenery in Canada in the fall.
Well, congratulations on this, and thank you very much for taking time to speak to us.
Well, we really appreciate your interest, and we really have enjoyed talking with you.
And that's Deborah Usher, President and Editor-in-Chief of Arabella.